now in YouTube, if you select the Korean closed captioning subtitles, it'll have Korean and English subtitles.
한국어라고 유튜브 자막을 선택해서 틀면 한국어만 나오는 게 아니라 제가 얘기할 땐 한국어로 그리고 찌프가 얘기할 땐 영어로 자막이 나올 겁니다.
So all you people learning Korean, learning English, we really hope that this channel helps you and the subtitles should make it even easier and better for you to learn. So thanks for watching and yeah, check it out.
이번 주에도 돌아온 한국어 영어 반반 팟캐스트 하프앤하프의 정태용입니다. 반갑습니다.
And I'm Jeep. Welcome to Half and Half. You ready for a fun conversation today?
네, 정말 감사하게도 저희가 요청드린 것처럼 또 주제 추천을 해주셨어요. 구독자 NT님께서 네, 참고로 이 구독자님은 부부 구독자분들이신데요.
That's right. Yeah, I looked at some of their other comments because I was curious. They've commented on a few videos, and I think she is from Japan
네.
and learning Korean, and her husband. I guess maybe they're both learning English, but her husband especially is learning English, is what she said.
맞아요. 그러니까 참 이렇게도 쓰임이 있다니 참 감사합니다.
Yeah, definitely.
네, 그래서 NT 부부 구독자님들께서 주제 추천을 해주셨는데 주식 투자 하나와 그리고 노후 하나를 해주셨어요. 그런데 찌프 주식 투자 합니까?
Not really. I mean, I do, but I don't know anything about it. Like, I feel like I don't have anything to say.
그래요? 근데 한다고요?
No, yeah, no.
그럼 안 되는 거 아니에요?
Well, I mean, we'll talk about it sort of related to this topic a little bit too. But I feel like I'm just going to sound like an idiot if I try to talk about it. I just don't know anything.
무슨 말인지 알겠다. 그런 의미였구나.
That's what I mean, yeah.
그렇군요. 네. 그리고 저는 모르기도 하고 하지도 않습니다. 주식을 사실. 네. 그래서 만약에 이 팟캐스트에 관심을 가져서 또 더 많은 출연자가 생기면 그때 또 주식에 대한 이야기를 좀 잘 해줄 수 있는 사람을 찾으면 그때 주식 주제 이야기는 하기로 하고요.
Definitely, yeah. Somebody else can like have a good discussion about it.
네, 네. 그래. 그 미래에 그 사람이 주식 얘기하면 바보 같다고 생각하지 마세요.
Yeah, true.
네. 아무튼 그래서 이번 시간에는 그래서 추천받은 두 주제 중 하나인 노후 이야기를 해보려고 합니다.
노후. It's hard to translate this into English, I think, but there's a few ways. We can say retirement. We say like retirement years sometimes. Or we also say like twilight years or just like in your old age, what do you do? That kind of meaning. So, and especially, I think in Korean, it's especially about planning for retirement or planning for those years when you're younger. Is that right?
맞아요.
Yeah.
보통 노후 대비.
대비, yeah, that's right.
이렇게 같이 쓰이죠.
Preparation for your older years, preparation for your twilight years, or for retirement. Yeah. English, I think we'd say preparing for retirement. Yeah, something like that.
뭐 리타이어먼트 플랜 이렇게도 얘기하나요?
Yeah, you can say that too. Retirement plan. If you say retirement plan, that sounds more like money investment or very specific about money. If you say retirement plan.
그냥 노후
just
대비랑
money.
똑같네요.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
네.
Well, so I think, planning your money, planning your finance is important, but I think there's other things too. So there's also your health is really important.
당연하죠.
And also, where are you going to live? Who's going to take care of you? So those are the three main things I want to talk about today. We can start with money because I think you're right. That is maybe one of the more important ones. But,
그쵸. 그리고 물론 미국이랑 캐나다도 비슷하겠지만 안 비슷한 것 같은데.
Okay.
아,
Yeah.
네, 그 한국은 진짜 돈이 가장 중요한 가치라고 많이들 생각하거든요. 그냥 그 인생의 거의 전부인 것처럼. 그래서 노후 얘기하면 돈 얘기예요, 그냥.
Right. Okay. So it's mostly
네.
just about money when we're talking about this in Korea.
네.
Okay.
어쨌든
I see.
그 돈 얘기해 봅시다.
Sure. So like I was saying, like if I talk about investment, I feel like maybe I'm an idiot. I think this is my advice to everybody and my advice to myself and to you also. You and
좋아요.
get a financial planner.
오.
So a person whose job it is to plan your finances, because then you don't have to worry about it. You know, it does cost some money to have that person, of course,
네.
but it means that they can think about the difficult parts of, investment, how much money do you need, and also the legal issues. Like, every country has different rules about
그렇죠.
saving and retirement and investment and money and all these things.
그런
They can make sure
법적인
that they can make sure you're following the rules and also that you find good opportunities for things that if you don't know all the rules, you might miss an opportunity
아.
that can make it easier to save money. That's what
네.
I'm trying to say. Yeah.
그렇죠. 그런 사람 한 명 있으면 최고죠. 네,
Yeah.
뭐 법적인 거, 뭐 투자적인 거, 그리고 또 일반인들은 쉽게 놓칠 수 있는 정보들도 잘 찾고.
Right.
근데 많이 안 비싼가요?
It's a little expensive. I think that the financial advice that they give you, the money that you earn because of them, pays for their service. Like, if you didn't have them, you would miss out on some opportunity or some saving. But because you have them, you have that extra money that you've earned.
네.
They get some of that money. So in English, we have this phrase, we say, it pays for itself. It pays for itself. So as an example, this is just an example. Let's say you buy ice cream every week
네.
and the ice cream is a little bit expensive. Okay, that's option A. Option
네.
B, you buy an ice cream making machine, and you make your own ice cream. It's a little bit cheaper. And if you eat a lot of ice cream, eventually it pays for itself. You bought the machine, but you saved so much money that the machine is now free because it paid for itself. Same with a financial planner. Yeah.
무슨 말인지 잘 알겠습니다.
Okay.
그러면은
Yeah.
노후를 준비해야 될 때쯤까지 그 아이스크림 기계를 살 만큼 돈은 모아야겠네요.
Sure. Yeah. That's one way to
그렇죠.
think about it. Yeah.
저한테 너무 먼 얘기예요.
I see. But yeah, I mean the other thing, whether you have a financial planner or not, investing, the important thing is starting early, right?
그렇죠.
If you start investing when you're 60 years old, you
힘들죠.
got to start early, right?
지프는 그러면 노후를 생각한 그런 투자를 좀 일찌감치 시작한 편이에요?
A little bit. I mean, I do have some investments, like mostly through my financial planner, who helps me. There's these are very complicated words, but there's things like mutual funds and like where you buy lots of stocks in a group portfolio and like all these things. They're very complicated. Like I said, I don't know anything about it, but I guess mostly what I think about is just what we call diversification.
네.
So it means you don't want all your money in one place. You want to spread your money into many different places. So go ahead.
아, 그 한국에
Yeah.
그걸 나타내는 말이 있어요.
Oh.
계란을 한 바구니에 담지 마라라는 말이 있어요.
Yeah.
네.
Oh, okay. So there's an English phrase we say don't put all your eggs in one basket.
아, 똑같네요.
Yeah, it's very, very similar. Yeah, don't put all your eggs in one basket because if you drop the basket, all your eggs are gone, right?
네.
So you want some money in the bank, you want some money in stocks, you want some money in mutual funds, you want some money in we have what we in USA we call 401k. It's basically a retirement savings fund.
아,
The name isn't important. It just means saving for retirement.
네.
And that that money that you save for retirement has less taxes.
오.
So normally when you earn money, you pay a lot of taxes to the government. But if you put it into a retirement savings fund,
네.
then less taxes on that money specifically.
그 401k가
Mm-hmm.
연금이랑은 다른 거예요?
What is 연금? Let me think. about it.
연금은
Yeah.
제가 젊어서 일을 할 때
Right. Yes. Mm-hmm.
네, 몇 년 동안 길게 꾸준히 돈을 내면
Yes.
제가 나이가 들어서 그
Yeah.
돈을 매달 조금씩 받는 거죠.
That's right. Yeah, because you put the money in the retirement fund and then you can't get the money until you're past some age, like 70 or 65. I don't know what the years are, but yeah.
네, 네. 아, 그 개념이에요.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we use. And then you might also want some money in cash. You might want some money in assets. Assets would be like a house.
네, 그렇죠.
property.
부동산.
Yeah, exactly.
네.
I'm not sure if besides house and property, if there's a good asset to put money in. Not a car, because that's not worth money. No.
안 좋아요. 네, 맞아요.
So yeah, so some assets like land or house. Yeah. So anyway, I mean, I guess what do you think about, or what have you done to save money for retirement? Have you made any choices or started
저요?
doing anything? Yeah.
저요? 저는
Yeah.
아, 저는 공부는 많이 했는데
Mm-hmm.
그러니까 돈을 굴려야 하잖아요.
Mm-hmm.
돈을 굴리면서 크게 만들잖아요.
That's right.
근데 일단 굴릴 돈이 있어야 하잖아요.
Sure. To make money, you need money first. Yeah.
네, 근데 제가 진짜 다양한 재능이 있고
Mm-hmm.
재주가 많은데 돈 모으는 걸 잘 못해요.
I see.
그래서
Yeah.
굴릴 돈이 없어요.
I see. You need I don't know. There's a lot of I'm gonna just say this a lot is hey, there's a phrase in English, blah blah blah. But we'd call it get the ball rolling. So okay. So when you in the winter it snows, right?
네,
And you can make a snowball,
네,
and then you put the ball on the ground and you roll it, and then
네.
it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, right? So let's get the ball rolling. Is first you need the ball of snow
네.
to start.
네.
Yeah, I think. Okay, so another English phrase.
네.
Just gonna throw out lots of these. We say live. How do you say it? Live below your means. I think that's how we say it. Live below your means. So
네.
means is how much money you have. Right now you're earning some money from your job, right?
재산 같은 건가요?
Yeah, you earn some money. If you earn a little bit of money, then you have very cheap house and very cheap food. If
그렇죠.
you have medium amount of money, decent house, decent food. And if you have a lot of money, then, really nice house, really nice food, right? So that is your means, is what amount of money can you live with?
네.
So then we say live below your means. So let's say you make medium money, spend cheap money.
네, 네.
And then now you're saving this much.
그렇죠.
That's your ball that you're going to
네.
start rolling, right?
네, 네.
Live below
어.
your means.
그걸 그대로 한국어로 표현하기는
음.
어려운 것 같고 당장 생각나는 건 없는데 그냥 버는 거보다 적게 써라 이렇게들 많이 말하는 것 같아요.
Sure, I think that's pretty similar.
아 근데 네, 저도 저 근데 버는 거보다 적게 씁니다.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know.
네, 이상하게 사실 저도 그 전에 주식도 사보고 코인도 사보고 펀드도 들어보고 그 심지어 그 외환 투자도 해봤거든요. 달러를 몇백만 원치 사서
Right,
네 그래서 그 달러 가치가 올라갔을 때 팔고 그래서
right.
제가 손실을 입은 거 그러니까 투자한 거에 비해서 손해를 입은 게 그 펀드밖에 없거든요, 사실.
Oh, really?
좀 이상하죠.
Yeah,
제가 직접 산 것들은 다 수익을 올리고 팔았는데
sure, sure.
펀드만 손해를 봤어요.
Yeah,
근데 뭐 아무튼
yeah, yeah.
근데 그때 아무튼 제가 하려던 말은 그렇게 짧게 그 투자에 발을 담갔다가 계속 거기에 머물러야 되는데
True. Yeah.
발을 담갔다 계속 빼는 거예요. 제가 겁이 많아서.
Sure. Ah, I see.
네.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, investing and saving is hard because it doesn't always pay off or it doesn't always work. Like you have to try a lot of different things. That's why I was saying diversify is because some things work, some things don't. And so, yeah, if you try just one thing, it might be the one that fails, and then you have a
맞아요.
problem.
네.
So yeah.
그렇죠.
Yeah, and like in the stock market, you can easily lose a lot of money, like very easily. So you have to be careful. Yeah.
맞아요.
So yeah, I mean, so there's things with like mostly guaranteed investments. So like putting money in a bank is mostly guaranteed, right?
네.
But even like just saving cash, like not putting it in a bank, we say put it under your mattress. So you have your bed, you put the money under your mattress.
네.
Not guaranteed because
그럼요.
number one, what if your house burns down? Like literally, if you have cash, that could burn.
그렇죠.
But number two, the value of money depreciates. Like the value of money goes down and down and down and down and down, right? So saving money like that is maybe not as good as putting it in a bank because then there's some interest. Interest goes up.
네, 이자가 올라가니까 이자가
Yeah.
붙으니까. 근데 그런 의미에서 사실 은행에 안 넣을 이유가 없잖아요. 그걸 현금으로 가지고 있을 이유가 없는데 그 현금으로 가지고 있다는 말은 나쁜 돈밖에 없지 않아요? 그러니까 좀 나쁜 일을 해서 얻은 돈 아니면 또 다른 이유가 있어요?
You talking about in English?
에?
In English? Does it have a bad meaning? You're saying getting money in cash has a bad meaning? Is that what you're saying?
아니요.
Maybe
아,
I'm misunderstanding.
그러니까 그 돈이
Yeah.
그 매트리스 밑에 깔아놓는 돈이요. 우리가 막 정정당당하게 일해서 번 돈, 뭐 투자해서 번 돈 그런 돈이 아니라 막 뭐 훔친 돈.
Oh, stealing money.
네, 아니면 막 뭐 뺏은 돈 아니면 뭐 나쁜 거 팔아서 번 돈 그런 나쁜 돈 아니면 그런 돈이 아니면
Yeah.
그 현금으로 가지고 있을 이유가 없잖아요.
True. I see what you mean. I guess what I mean is that like when you earn money at a job, like not stealing money, like earning real money, you can choose to take money out of the bank in cash and put
그쵸.
it somewhere. Like that's what I mean by cash money.
네.
Yeah. I guess there's no real reason you would usually get cash unless you Unless you steal it? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where you would earn cash. It's not a very common thing.
아, 그쵸?
Yeah.
근데
Yeah.
저 1년간 방글라데시 살 때 그때 제가 집에 현금을 쌓아두고 살았어요.
Okay. How long did you live in Bangladesh?
1년.
Just 1 year.
네.
But when you worked there, you were earning money in cash.
아니요.
No, I thought that's what you said. What did you say?
그거 맞아요. 현금을 집에 뒀는데.
You had cash at home.
네네. 근데 월급은
Yeah.
통장으로 받았어요.
Yeah.
은행 통장으로. 근데 그 은행에서 막 그 달러를 방글라데시 돈으로 바꾸고 막 해야 되는데.
Yeah.
그게 제가 살던 집이랑 너무 멀었던 거예요.
I see.
네, 그래서 한 번 멀리 가서 돈을 왕창 뽑아서 그 집으로 와서 그 돈으로 한참 살다가 또 뭐 한 다음 달, 뭐 다다음 달 되면 또 은행 가서 또 왕창 뽑아서 살고 그랬던 거예요.
Right.
근데 할 짓이 못 되던데요, 그거.
Yeah.
집에 도둑이라도 들지 않을까.
Yeah. What if somebody comes to your house and steals your money? Like it could happen. Yeah.
네.
It's a little dangerous, true. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
뭐, 네.
I'm trying to think, why do
아무튼.
people save money in cash? I guess it does happen, but
뭐
yeah.
기분이 좋나?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm all good.
아니 현금을 보면 딱 현금 이렇게 약간 이렇게도 해보고 좀.
You're just saying it feels good to have a stack of cash.
네네.
That's true. Yeah, I guess so. You can watch your money literally grow in size. Yeah.
네. 그렇더라고요. 네, 제가 봤을 땐 그렇더라고요.
Right. That's
네.
funny.
다시 노후 이야기 해야 돼요. 노후 이야기.
Okay, we'll get back on track. So let's talk about facilities a little bit, or like where you can live. Like, is this something you've thought about at all?
저는
Yeah.
사실 아직 뭐 가정도 없고
Mm-hmm.
네, 이 홀몸이기 때문에 사실 노후에 대해서 진지하게 생각을 해보진 않았어요.
Okay, so let's start a little more basic then. So first of all, let me say this: I'm older than you, so maybe I've thought about this a little bit more. 10 years from now, you'll have thought about it a little bit more. So I'm maybe giving you an older perspective. Okay, but first, let's talk about just Korean versus Western differences, because I don't know the difference exactly. But
네.
in USA, older people, there's basically two options. One is live with your family, like your children, who take care of you. The other is what we call a retirement home or retirement community. And sometimes we, instead of saying retirement home, we say old folks home
네.
or just the home. Like, but my grandparents are in the home. It means some other place, not here.
좀 무서운데요?
Yeah, a little scary. Yeah.
네.
So I should probably look up statistics because I don't know, but I would say most older people in USA live in retirement homes. Like more than 50% would be my guess.
네.
And a few live at with their children. So I don't know. What about Korea? Like, what type of options are there?
한국도 지금 나이가 많으신 분들은 비슷해요. 가족들이랑 살거나 한국어로는 뭐 실버타운.
Silvertown. Wow. I wonder if we call that here. That sounds like a Konglish phrase, but I like it.
그런 거 같죠. 막 콩글리시 같아요.
Yeah.
네, 뭐 아무튼 실버타운, 요양원.
Okay.
네, 요양원이라고 하는데 그런 곳에 많이 계시거든요. 그리고 세 번째 옵션이 있습니다.
Oh, what's that?
혼자 사는 거예요.
Oh, that's sad.
그게 좀 심각한 문제예요, 지금.
Yeah, I guess we do have that here also. Sometimes people living alone, but it doesn't. I don't think it's that common. I think it's pretty rare, actually. I see.
여기는 좀 흔한데 근데
Mhm.
점점 그 사람들이
Mhm.
젊게 더 살아가고 있는 것 같거든요.
Mhm.
그러니까 예전에 뭐 60살, 70살 어르신들이랑
Right.
지금은 60살, 70살들이 좀 다른 거예요.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
네, 그래서 사실 그런 분들은 자녀들이랑 같이 안 살아도
Mm.
좀 액티브한 라이프 스타일로 살아가면서
Mhm.
그러면서 뭐 자식들 자주 보는
True.
요즘은 그런 집들이 좀 많이 보이는 것 같아요. 그냥 제 느낌엔 저도 물론 통계를 모릅니다.
Sure.
네,
Interesting.
네, 네.
But yeah, like oh yeah, there is a third option I forgot.
네.
There's also what we call in-home care. So you live alone, but you pay somebody to come check on you, either 1 hour every day or maybe 2 times a week or something like that. But somebody can
한국도.
come and
네.
buy groceries for you, or carry something for you, things like that.
네, 네. 한국도 있어요.
Oh, really? Okay.
그
What do
되게
they
흔해.
call that?
요양 보호사라고
Oh,
해요.
okay. That makes sense.
네, 요양
I see.
보호사.
I see. We call it in-home care.
음,
Yeah. Yeah. And the person who gives in-home care is often a nurse or has some medical background, medical experience. So maybe they can check your health and things like that too. Yeah.
좋은데요?
Yeah. Yeah. It's nice. I think in-home care is probably the most expensive option.
네.
Retirement community is the middle, and then the cheapest is live with your family or live alone. But yeah.
그렇구나.
Yeah. So, but here's my problem.
네.
I don't have any kids, and I probably most likely will not have any kids. So
네.
live at home is not an option for me. So medium expensive and most expensive option. That's my two choices.
네.
Right, right.
그쵸.
Yeah. Do you think that you'll have a family that would take care of you or no? If you had to guess.
저는요.
Yeah.
저는 거기에 대해서
Mm.
굉장히 독특한 생각을 가지고 있어요.
Mm-hmm.
제가 그런 가족의 자녀의 케어, 자녀의 보호가 필요할 만한 나이가 될 만큼 미래에는
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
그 특이점 아시나요?
Really? Why?
특이점.
Some special point? What about it?
특이점이 그 스페셜 포인트가 아니라
Oh, what is it?
그냥 영어 단어로 얘기하면
Yeah.
singularity예요.
That's what you're depending on is the singularity? Oh, wow. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. No, it could happen.
그렇네요.
I guess it could happen, but wow. 특이점. So yeah, singularity. You're basically
특이점.
saying that
네.
either AI or robots or we'll all live inside a computer or something like that.
제가 원하는 가장 이상적인 시나리오는
Okay.
가장 이상적인 시나리오는 특이점과 그 과학 혁명으로 인해서 제 몸이 케어가
Yeah.
필요 없는 건강한 몸으로 계속 살 수 있는 거죠.
All right. Yeah, you can just put your brain inside a robot or a computer and just live for maybe not forever, but for a very long time. Yeah.
그렇죠.
All
아니면
right.
폐 바꾸고
Just replace your heart, replace your lungs. Yeah.
관절 바꾸고 그렇게
right.
하면
I like the optimism. I think that's a good plan.
근데,
actually,
네,
go
네,
ahead.
네,
Go
네.
ahead.
아니요. 사실
Oh, I was gonna say when I was younger, I also was like, this is not depending on, but this is what I hope for. That would be my best hope. Will it happen? I don't know. I guess I can't guess. It's hard to predict the future. Yeah.
네. 그래서 저는
Yeah.
이 기술 낙관주의적으로 생각하면 사실 결혼도 안 하고 싶어요.
You don't want to get married?
네.
Okay, that's fine. I just want to make sure I understand you.
아 근데
Yeah.
만약에 그게 안 된다. 아 그러면 저는 결혼도 하고
Mm-hmm.
좀 아이도 있으면 좋을 것 같아요.
Even if you don't get married, having kids would be fine.
결혼을 안 하고요?
Isn't that what you said, or maybe I misunderstood?
아니요. 결혼도 하고.
결혼도 하고. I
네,
thought you said
결혼을
결혼하지
해서.
않아도.
아니요.
Okay.
결혼해서 아이들도 있으면 당연히 좋지 않을까요?
Okay.
네.
So even though you don't feel like you want to get married, you could also enjoy a life with a family, being married and having kids. That's your feeling. Isn't that what you just said?
다시 말해줄래요?
What I thought you said is you don't necessarily want to get married, but if you did and if you had kids, that could be good too.
그럼요.
Yeah, I see. Okay.
네.
But that's not your plan. Your plan is the singularity.
그렇죠. 그게 1순위.
Great. Yeah.
네.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to have like a cyborg legs and cyborg arms. Like that'd be great.
네.
Oh, wait
그쵸.
a minute.
왜요?
You've been playing a lot of Cyberpunk.
네, 맞아요.
That's where this comes from.
아니요. 옛날부터 그랬어요, 저는.
Oh, even before that. Okay.
네. 이전부터.
That's cool. Yeah, me too. I've always thought that would be kind of cool is to have like a robot body or something.
네. 아마 구독자님께서 주제 추천을 했을 때 이런 답변을 기대하진 않았을 것 같은데.
Sure.
네.
Okay. We can keep on topic a little bit.
네.
So,
네.
so retirement places. Okay, so let me tell you one of the reasons that I moved to Canada is because I felt like the places that you can live and the medical support that you'll get while being of older age is better in Canada than it is in the USA. Especially because I don't have kids. So in Canada, there's a lot more, I guess, government support for people who are older or who need medical help when they're older and things like that. So that's actually one of the reasons that I moved to Canada is because I was thinking about 노후 or retirement plans. So Canada is part of my retirement plan, if that makes sense.
굉장히 스마트한 무브 같은데요.
Maybe so, yeah.
네, 진짜 좋은 선택인 것 같아요. 한국은 생각해 보면 그런 게 이미 잘 되어 있는 것 같아요. 그래서 뭐 병원 가잖아요. 그러면 나이 많은 할머니 할아버지들 항상 많이 계세요 병원에.
Yeah. They go to the hospital a lot.
네. 되게 편하게 오시는 것 같더라고요.
They can very easily and conveniently go to the hospital when they need to.
네. 그리고 그 찌프 얘기 들으면서 아까부터 한번 얘기하고 넘어가고 싶었던 게 있는데 제가 얘기했던 그 실버 타운 있잖아요.
Sure.
그 실버 타운이 옛날에는 그냥 뭐 어르신들 모여서 살면서 뭐 이런 저런 거 하고 뭐 하는 뭐 건물일 수도 있고 동네일 수도 있는데 근데 요즘은 완전 럭셔리 프리미엄 실버 타운이 있어요.
Oh. Uh-huh. Okay, go ahead. I'm listening.
네네. 그래서 방도 진짜 좋고 막 산책할 수 있는 환경도 막 엄청 잘 되어 있고 음식도 진짜 잘 나오고 막 뭐 할 수 있는 놀이 막 이런 거 해주는 뭐 선생님들 이런 사람들도 막 있고
Uh-huh.
그래서 은퇴하고 거기로 가는 부부들 늙은 부부들 이런 사람들이 있대요.
I think that they have that in USA also. Like so actually, okay, I forgot. There's a fourth option. There's a fourth option. So some people in the USA in their older years live on cruise ships. Have you heard of this? Yeah. Have you heard of that?
아니요?
So compared to if you compare the price of living in an old folks home, retirement community,
네.
or paying for a room on a boat and living there,
네.
sometimes it's actually not very much more expensive to just live on a cruise ship. And so some older people will live on a cruise ship and, they'll go on very long cruises, like 60-day cruise.
네.
And they eat at the buffet every day and
와.
they, enjoy the swimming pool. But then on the cruise ship, there's entertainment, there's like
네,
some
그쵸.
comedy or like magic show or movies or, whatever. And they just enjoy the entertainment. And then at the end of the cruise, they get on a different cruise ship and go for another 60-day cruise. They just keep going cruise ship to cruise ship. It's more expensive, of course, but it's cheaper than you would think.
그렇구나.
Yeah.
와, 전 상상도 못했어요.
Yeah. So actually, one thing that I've noticed, if you look at the people who go on cruises, just like the what age people are, most of the people are more than 50 years old. It's usually older people that are on cruise ships, and some of them just keep cruising over.
와.
So yeah.
와.
But anyway, you reminded me of that with the luxury silver town. Yeah.
네,
sounds
네.
kind of like
야,
that.
와, 미국은 그걸 배에서 하는구나.
Yeah.
와, 오, 충격적인데요.
Yeah, it's surprising, but it's interesting. I don't know if I would want to do that. I'm not sure. I
그러게요.
guess I haven't thought about it. For me personally, I don't know.
네. 저도 왠지 안 할 것 같아요. 저는 그 데이비드 포스터 월라스 알아요?
No. Who's David Foster Wallace?
미국의 작가인데.
Okay.
네, 근데 그 사람이 되게 유명한 작가인데.
He's an author.
네, 맞아요.
But what did he write? I don't know anything about him.
Pale King.
What?
Pale King.
Pale King?
그건 소설이고요. Oblivion.
Oblivion. Oh, okay. I know who that
Oblivion.
Yeah.
소설이고 그리고 에세이를
Okay.
엄청 많이 썼어요.
Uh-huh.
근데 그 중에 엄청 유명한 에세이가 많은데 그 중에 하나가
Mm-hmm.
그런 그 호화 요트 크루저
Mm-hmm.
그거를 체험해보고
Mm-hmm.
그 거기서 일어나는 일들을 막 관찰하면서
Mm-hmm.
막 쓴 에세이가 되게 재밌거든요.
Okay. I'll check it out.
네,
네.
재밌어요. 근데 그거 읽고 나니까 왠지 안 타고 싶더라고요.
It made you not want to live on a yacht or live on a cruise ship.
네.
When you read it, did you read it in English or was there a Korean translation?
한국어로 읽었어요.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
네. 그렇습니다.
That's cool. Wow.
뭐 아무튼 다시
Yep.
오늘 좀 자주 다른 쪽으로 새네요.
No, this is interesting. This is a very free-form conversation.
네, 재밌어.
So the last main point, or I guess broad topic to hit, would be health. So, what I mean by health is not just how are you healthy when you're old, but I'll point at you again and you again. Right now, think about how you want to stay healthy. Like you're healthy right now.
네.
But you can maintain your health by doing some exercise or by, eating well and getting regular medical checkups and those kinds of things. Like,
네.
are there things that you're doing to maintain your health right now?
저는요.
Yeah.
그걸 생각해 보라는 말이죠.
Yeah.
여러분도 한번 내가 지금 어떻게 하고 있지 생각해 보십시오.
Sure.
네, 저는 사실 저는 제가 하는 생각을 잘 지키려고 하는 편입니다. 저는 일단 술을 거의 안 마시고요.
Don't drink much alcohol. Good point. Fair.
네, 그리고 담배도 안 피고요.
Yeah, definitely do not smoke. Yeah.
네, 그리고
That's really important.
네, 그리고 운동을 꽤 자주 하는 편이에요. 저는.
Okay, exercise occasionally.
네, 그리고 잠도 충분히 자는 편입니다.
Okay. I hadn't thought about that one, but you're right. Sleeping well or like maintaining good sleep is important.
중요하죠, 아주.
Yeah, I usually think about sleeping well for my current health, but you're right. It actually does have an effect on like your older, later health as well. Yeah,
네.
that's a good point.
근데요, 제가 왜 이렇게 사는지 아실 것 같나요?
Wait. I mean, sorry, why? Sorry, I switched to
네.
grid.
네, 왜일 것 같아요? 그 특이점이 올 때까지
Yeah.
최대한 건강하게 몸을 유지하려고요.
Yeah. You want to be able to use your body when you're older.
아니요, 특이점이 올 때까지.
Oh. Up until the singularity, you need to maintain your health until that happens.
네, 네.
Oh, good.
그 중요해요.
Yeah. You after you have your robot body, you won't need to have you maintained your health. But until the singularity, you at least need to survive until then.
네. 분명히 제 생각에는요.
Yeah.
그 특이점이 와서
Yeah.
로봇 장기, 로봇 폐 이런 거를
Right.
쓸 수 있다. 만약에 그런 때가 와요.
Right.
그러면 저는 그때는 늙었을 거 아니에요. 근데 그 기술이 막 시작됐을 때는 그 누구나 그거를 못 할 것 같아요. 몸이 건강한 사람만 그걸 할 수 있을 것 같아요.
Right.
그렇지 않아요?
No, that's a fair point. Yeah.
그렇죠.
That could be true. Yeah. Yeah. I just remembered there's a TV show that I watched recently.
네?
Oh man, I wish I could think of the name of it. It's a cartoon. It's a drama. It's on Netflix. And it's about people who get their brains scanned. Like they
네.
scan their brain and then they put it inside a computer.
네.
And so you have your mind in the computer. And how do I explain this? I wish I could think of the name of the show. So, I know what it is. It's called Pantheon. Have you heard of this show, Pantheon?
그거 알아요.
Yeah, you've seen it or just heard of it?
저 1화인가 2화까지만 봤어요.
Oh, okay. You saw the first 2 episodes?
네.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so there's 2 seasons, the first season and the second season.
네.
I really like if you're thinking about the how do you say 투기점?
네.
If definitely watch this show. Definitely watch this show. It's very, very interesting. But yeah, it talks about how like when you put your mind in a computer,
네.
the state of your mind when you were alive is the same as what it is in the computer. So if you're very, very old and like you already are having mental problems, when you put that mind in a computer, you have the same mental problems. It isn't like you're suddenly better, right?
네.
So when you get to the singularity, you want to make sure that you're already healthy, so that you'll have a healthy mind to like
그렇죠.
maintain going forward.
맞아요.
So you need to do
맞습니다.
that.
네, 저는 실천하고 있습니다.
Right.
네, 아무튼
Yeah.
그래서 찌프는
Uh-huh.
네, 어떻게 하고 있나요?
Yeah, what do I do? For example, I bike to work every day. I always take my bike to work. So that hopefully is pretty good for like maintaining some stamina and some muscle strength and things
그럼요.
like that. I don't do much exercise other than that, actually. Like just physical activity every day, but mostly just biking is the way that I exercise. I play tennis too, actually.
테니스 맞아요. 테니스 한다고
Yeah.
했죠.
Yeah. So I don't know. For me, I think the important thing about exercising is that you do it regularly. And one way to do something regularly is to enjoy it. So I enjoy biking. I enjoy tennis. So therefore, I'll just keep doing it because I like it. And then for eating, I I don't drink that often. I would say I drink once or maybe twice a week.
네.
And when I drink just one drink. I don't drink a lot. So, what else? Eating well. I don't eat fast food very often. I would say once or twice a year, almost never.
오, 진짜요?
Yeah. I do a lot of my own cooking actually. And I like cooking, so I spend a lot of time doing that. So I try to make sure I'm eating pretty healthy food generally. Not, I eat sugar, I eat fat, I eat all kinds of bad things, but
네.
I try to eat healthy things too. A mix.
네, 네. 뭐 적당히 먹으면 괜찮죠.
Yeah, exactly.
네.
Yeah, and then let's see, medical stuff. I don't know. I go. Okay, so here's a huge difference between Korea and Western society, or at least Canada and USA.
네.
Koreans will go to the hospital or the doctor often. I'll just say often, meaning if you feel sick, like if you have a headache, if you have a cold, if you have a cough, all those things, you'll go see a doctor or go to the hospital or the pharmacy or things like that, right?
네.
In USA, we almost never go to the hospital, like
왜 안 가요?
because it's really expensive.
아.
Yeah. So if you went to the hospital because you had a cold or a cough,
네.
first of all, your friends would all laugh at you. They'd be like, "What's wrong? Like, why are you doing that?" But you'd see the doctor. You'd pay $200, and he'd be like, "Get out of here! Like, why are you here? Just leave! Like, there's no reason." So just talking to a doctor for 5 minutes can be like $100 or $200. So you would never go just for a cold. But if you break a bone, like break your arm, that's when you go to the doctor. Or like if you're like your eye is falling out, then you go see a doctor. But at least now that I'm a little bit older and I'm thinking a little bit more about maintaining my health,
네.
I try to go see the doctor a few times a year, maybe 2 or 3 times, which is for my culture, that's a lot.
와.
That's a lot.
그렇구나.
So just get regular checkups, make sure everything's okay.
어.
Yeah. Or if I have like a bigger problem, then I'll get it checked.
전 그런 거 생각하면 그 나라에서 제공하는 의료 서비스가 되게 중요하네요, 진짜. 참 한국 좋은 나라다, 참.
Yeah, it's got a lot of good things about it. Yeah, I've heard that is that in Korea, is it once every year or less often? You can get a free medical checkup and how do you say 검사 or something?
아, 네, 건강검진.
건강검진. Yeah.
네네.
Is that once every year?
2년에 한 번이에요.
Every 2 years.
네, 네.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we don't have anything like that. I've never heard of that in Western culture. It's interesting.
네, 2년에 한 번이고, 그리고 좀 뭐라 그러지? 제가 방글라데시 갈 때 그 국가 정부 기관 같은 곳을 통해서 갔거든요. 그러니까 저 혼자 그냥 가거나 저 혼자 거기에 있는 학교에 취직돼서 간 게 아니라 그 정부에서 하는 일로 간 거였는데 그때 또 제 건강에 이상 없는지 거기서 해주고 저는 돈을 안 냈어요.
Oh, really?
네네. 근데 그런 것들이 은근히 꽤 많아요.
I see.
네, 되게 잘 되어
Yeah,
있어요.
that's interesting. Actually, there was so one time my wife and I we went on a road trip to Quebec City. Quebec City is maybe 5 hours away from where I live.
네.
And it's in the Quebec province, which is French speaking province, right? So I actually had like a medical problem while I was on that trip. And I said, I think I need to go to the hospital. I need to get this checked right now. And so we went and they checked it. Everything was okay. It wasn't a big problem. But then I said, so how do I pay for this? And they're like, you don't pay for this. We just check your health. Like, I was so surprised because that's like Canada is more like that. Is that you can just go and if you have an emergency or a problem, they can just check it, and then that's it. You don't pay anything. I was so surprised when I heard that because
와,
yeah, USA is not like that at all.
그렇구나.
yeah. So
와, 미국 못 살겠다.
yeah, yeah. It's a tough place to live.
네.
I just remembered one other thing that I'm doing for my health.
네.
I've started taking vitamins.
음.
So I guess maybe for the last few years I've been doing that is not every morning, but most mornings when I remember.
네.
I take like one vitamin or something like that. So I don't know. Do you take any vitamins?
저는 몇 년간 엄청 열심히 다양하게 챙겨 먹다가요.
Mm-hmm.
올해부턴가 아예 안 먹고 있어요.
Mm-hmm.
근데 막 크게 다른 거를 모를 것 같으면서 안 먹으니까 좀 더 피곤한 것 같기도 하고 정확히는 모르겠는 상태예요.
I see.
네, 한번
Yeah.
제 몸으로 실험을 하고 있는 거죠.
Sure, yeah.
네.
Get it tested and see what vitamins you need or you should want.
근데
Yeah.
그러니까 먹을 때랑 안 먹을 때랑
Oh, I see.
네,
Do a
네,
test
어떻게
of before
다른지.
and after.
네, 그렇죠.
Oh, okay. Interesting idea.
네.
Yeah, I think I remember actually the reason that I started taking vitamins is during the pandemic, it was a little bit harder to like how do I explain this? Since I was mostly only cooking at home, I
네.
wasn't sure if I was eating enough of the right types of foods because we had to like usually buy more things all at one time and have it in storage. So it'd be like canned foods and things like that, frozen foods. And so I was like, I should take some vitamins also so that I just make sure that, I'm eating okay. But I think that's when I started doing that.
아, 그렇죠. 막 냉동식품이랑 그런 거만 먹으면 좀 그럴 수도 있으니까.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so back on the topic.
네.
I guess the only other things I would think about is like when you're older, I'm always kind of curious about this.
네.
So when I've visited retirement homes or retirement villages or those kinds of things, old people have some hobbies that are very specific to old people. So
오.
bingo. Do you know bingo?
알죠.
Yeah. So bingo is one, maybe the most common thing I think of. Or playing cards, specific games like bridge or rummy and things like that.
네.
That I would describe that as being somewhat like Ghost Stop. We talked about Ghost Stop, how
고스톱. 네.
Ghost Stop, like how maybe older people play that game but not younger people.
네, 맞아요. 얘기했었어요.
Right. With us, our cultural games are more like rummy and bridge. Those are games that older people play and younger people don't really know those games. So there's that. There's like watching TV and then like knitting. Knitting would be like
네, 뜨개질.
Yeah. So that's what our old people do right now. But I wonder if our generation, like me and you and people our age, when they're older, will they be playing video games or will they be like what hobbies will they have? Because I think they'll be different, right?
와, 그렇네요.
Look, what are the things that you can do very easily and enjoy when you're older?
와, 진짜 생각해 본 적 없는데.
Uh-huh.
아, 저는 왠지 뭐 루미큐브?
What? Rummikub?
네, 루미큐브?
Oh, yeah, that's a good game. I like Rummikub.
네, 아니면 그런 보드 게임. 저는 보드 게임 할 것 같은데.
Lots of board games. Yeah.
네, 저는 글쎄요. 그렇게 노후에 비디오 게임을 하지는 않을 것 같아요.
Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. I wonder because I mean, for some older people, like their hands, they might have trouble moving their hands, so maybe it'd be
네,
difficult to play games. Then also seeing, maybe their eyesight isn't so good.
네, 그렇죠.
but I don't know. Like maybe by then, like VR games will be more common, and so you can like
아니죠.
just look around. No,
특이점이 오면
yeah.
그 이 칩으로
Right, right.
생각으로
That's right.
생각으로
You'll just
플레이해요.
close your eyes and you'll imagine you'll be in a completely different place. Yeah.
그쵸.
Could be. Yeah, you'll just lay down. They'll put you in a pod.
네.
You know, slide you like into the wall. Just be in a pod, and you'll
네.
just be laying there like imagining like doing
그럼요.
everything.
다시 젊어질 수 있어요. 그러면
Yeah, feel like you're young again. Just yeah. Wow. Yeah.
참 근데
It could happen. I believe that
그렇죠.
could happen. Yeah.
네. 근데 흥미로운 생각거리이긴 하네요. 지금 세대가 늙으면 그때는 어떤 걸 할지.
Yeah.
어렵네요. 저는 개인적으로 로망이 있는데 너무 늦기 전에 탁구를 배우는 게 작은 꿈이에요. 네네.
Uh-huh.
그 탁구가 진짜 좋대요.
I love ping pong. I've never seen an old person play ping pong. I think it might be a little bit harder for older people to play. Am I wrong?
맞죠.
Okay.
그래서 이제 너무
Yeah.
늙기 전에
Yeah.
미리 배워서 늙어가면서 계속 하는 거예요.
That's true. I guess if you learn it well enough that maybe you'll still be able to play it when you're older. Yeah.
그렇지 않을까요?
I mean, there's some sports like that, like golf, for example. Older
네.
people still play golf, and
네.
tennis. Some older people play tennis too.
테니스도
A little bit. But yeah, ping pong. I don't know. I've never seen that honestly.
근데 막 전력 질주를 하거나
Yeah.
막 엄청 격한 운동은 아니잖아요.
Yeah. You're right. It doesn't take a lot of movement. It's just very fast, I guess. But
네. 그래서 만약에 뭐 그 부부라면
yeah,
부부가 이제 탁구를 같이 치면
sure.
그러면 이제 그 몸이 느려지는 속도도 서로 비슷할 거 아니에요.
Sure. They'll grow old together.
네, 그래서 둘 다 느리게 쳐요.
They both get slower at the same time. Yeah, that could work. Good plan.
네, 좋지 않을까요?
No, that's a good plan. I like it.
네.
Oh, you know what else? People, I see a lot of older people do swimming actually.
그것도
like-
좋아요. 네.
Yeah, that's really good because you get to move your whole body, but also it can actually be easier than just walking because you're more weightless. Like you can move very easily. So.
네. 그리고 막 관절, 무릎에 부담 안 가고
Right.
네, 그렇게 할 수 있는 게 너무 좋죠.
Right. If you have bad joints, then bad knees, stuff like that, no problem.
네,
Yeah.
맞아요.
Okay.
네, 그래서 이거 추천해주신 구독자님 부부께서도 이제 같이 늙어 가시면서 커플 탁구와
Yeah.
또 커플 수영 하시면 예, 아주 건강하고 아주 좋은 노후를 보낼 수 있지 않을까요?
I think so. Yeah, that's a good plan.
네.
Yeah.
그리고 쉴 때 루미큐브 하시고.
What? A Rummikub? Or
네네.
yeah.
루미큐브. 계속 이런 이야기를 하는 이유가 뭐냐면요.
Yeah.
우리가 건강 이야기를 했잖아요. 근데 저는 진짜 두려워하는 게 있는데 뭘까요? 혹시 예상되는 거?
Maybe cancer or something like that?
아니요.
What are you
저는
scared of?
그거보다 더 무서운 게 있어요.
Maybe so I don't know what we call it in English, but maybe you're thinking of what is it? 치매?
오, 맞아요.
Yeah. That's scary. That is really scary.
네.
In English, what do we call that? I would say we do have a word. It's dementia. Dementia.
네,
we call it.
디멘시아 맞아요.
Right.
네.
Yeah, that's a scary one. I'm scared of that too, actually.
네. 그래서 저는 막 엄마한테 제 엄마가 치매에 걸리면 제가 너무 슬플 것 같아서 막 쌍근 매일 풀라고 하고 네,
Keep
그리고
playing Sangen, you'll keep your brain engaged, and then maybe you won't have that problem.
그럼요.
Yeah. Yeah, the scariest thing about dementia for me is I think there's still not much understanding for why it happens or how to prevent it.
네.
Is it completely random, or do we have some ability to prevent it by playing Sangen or playing other, mental games? Can we, do math every day and then that will help? I don't know. Like I'm not sure if the medical doctors know the answer to that question. So yeah, it's
네.
scary.
네, 네. 저는 그래서 그것도 아주 중요한 건강의 한 부분이라고 생각합니다.
You're right. We didn't talk about that at all, but yeah, maintaining your mental health, very important. Yeah.
네, 네.
Is there other than playing Sangen? I'll just say it one more time. Is there things that you do or that you plan to do to maintain your mental health?
치매랑 관련해서 일단 이런 단어가 있잖아요. 디지털 치매.
No, I've never. Oh, is that like you use the internet too much?
네, 네. 특히 SNS 알고리즘 이런 거요. 유튜브 알고리즘.
Oh,
쇼츠.
yeah. That's a new problem for sure. There's
네.
I think I saw a term for that in English. What do they call it?
팝콘 브레인?
Popcorn brain.
아니에요?
I haven't heard that, but it makes sense. But I haven't heard that phrase. No, I've heard more like what is that called? It's Twitter Zoomer brain. I don't know if Zoomer brain is right, but that's maybe what I could think of. I'm sure there's a word for it I'm not thinking of.
네. 아니 아무튼 그래서 그런 거랑 좀 떨어져서 살기. 네, 뭐 휴대폰에 SNS 앱은 뭐 지우고 그리고 유튜브도 핸드폰으로 유튜브는 많이 안 쓰고 그리고 컴퓨터로 쓸 때는 뭐 그런 알고리즘 뭐 안 보이게 하는 뭐 프로그램을 쓰고 뭐 그런 게 하나가 있고요. 글쎄요, 그거 말고는 딱히 특별한 건 없는 것 같아요. 지금은.
I see. Yeah, it's interesting. There definitely is some studies right now, some research about using internet or AI or TikTok or whatever too much can make you have less ability to make decisions or think properly or all these problems. So
네.
yeah. When I was younger, I think we called it short attention span disorder. Short attention span disorder. So you can only pay attention for a very short time. What do we call it now? We say, so a lot of times we use this slang phrase. We say, oh, wow, he's totally cooked. Everybody's cooked. They're so cooked.
네,
We use
네,
this
네.
phrase cooked to mean that your brain is like cooking,
네,
like
네.
it's just not good anymore.
그 어감이 너무 웃겨요, 그거.
Yeah, it's a funny phrase. I like it.
네.
Yeah, okay. I'll have to think about that. I think I don't use TikTok. I don't use Shorts. I don't use SNS. Or by SNS in English, I guess I should say social networks.
네.
Like I avoid all of that stuff. It's it can be pretty bad. Yeah, okay. I think that's pretty much all I can think of for this
네.
topic though. But it was interesting. It was fun.
네, 그래요. 노후. 참 노후 하나로 참 다양한 얘기를 한 것 같습니다.
Yeah, lots of different things.
충분했겠죠?
Yeah, I think we covered it well. We did
네.
good enough.
네, 그렇죠. 사실 준비했던 작은 주제들은 못한 게 사실 더 많아요. 네, 이것도 빠르게 그냥 이야기만 해드릴게요. 뭐 그 아이가 있다면 그 노후 때 자녀에게 의지해도 되나 의지 안 하는 게 좋은가 뭐 그런 거랑 뭐 노후에 뭐 반려동물 뭐
True.
같이 사는 게 좋은가 이런 거.
Yep.
네. 그리고 뭐 노후를 도시에서 보내는 게 좋은가 아니면 좀 뭐 시골에서 보내는 게 좋은가?
Yeah.
뭐 그런 것도 있는데
Yeah. Yeah, trying to think about like what is ideal for you, like how would you want to live and, you know, like all those things. Yeah, it's tough.
네,
A lot of options, I guess.
네, 하지만 저의 특이점 앞에서는 다 의미 없는 것들입니다.
I think that would be great. I just like I said, don't put all your eggs in one basket. You can't depend on it. So
아, 명심할게요.
yeah. There's also, you know, here's the other thing. You know, if we talk about Cyberpunk or, you know, Deus Ex or those games,
네.
of course there are good things about, you know, having a robot body. There's also bad things, right?
그렇죠.
The people who make those devices can exploit you or, you know, make you spend a lot of money or,
그렇죠.
you know, you have,
네.
right now you have devices like your TV, right?
네.
You get a software update for your TV and suddenly there's advertisements on your TV. You know, what if you have your robot body and then suddenly there's an update for your arm and oh, now you have to pay extra money every week to use your arm.
네.
You can only use your arm during the day but not at night or, you know.
저는 그래서 그때가 되면은요.
Yeah.
그 리퍼 닥이라고 하는 거 알아요?
What is it? Ripper Doc?
네, 그 사이버펑크에 나오는 용어인데
Oh, okay.
그 이런 뭐 사이버 그 몸 부분들을 막 잘 알고 그거를 막 사람한테 넣을 수 있고 막 좀 그런 의사 같은 사람들이에요.
Right.
그런 기술자. 예, 저는 그런 기술자를 하고 싶어요.
Awesome. That's a good job. See, that's smart. Is plan to have a job to help repair people's robot parts. Yeah.
네.
Definitely.
지금 제 스스로 그 뭐라 그랬죠? 그 아이스크림 기계가 되는 거죠.
Yeah. It'll pay for itself. Yeah.
네.
Great idea. Yeah. Okay.
네.
Maybe, I think that's a good note to end on. I think that's a good
그렇죠.
retirement plan.
그래요. 참 죄송합니다. 저희가 너무 긱들이라서. 네, 참 그 너무 그 일반적인 노후에 대한 이야기랑은 좀 거리가 먼 이야기들이 많았는데.
Yeah.
네, 그래서 저희 아니겠습니까? 그러면. 네, 그럼 오늘 대화는 여기까지 하고 마무리하겠습니다. 네, 그럼 이렇게 주제 추천 받으니까 너무 좋죠.
Yeah, I'm so glad that we got a suggestion. And anybody else who has suggestions, just put them in the comments and we'll definitely try to talk about them.
네, 부탁드립니다. 제발요. 자, 그러면 네, 저희는 다음 주에 또 유익하고 흥미로운 내용으로 돌아오겠습니다. 그럼 저는 지금까지 한국어 영어 반반 팟캐스트 하프앤하프의 정태웅이었습니다. 감사합니다.
And I'm Jeep. Thanks for listening to Half and Half, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.